Why'd they get quiet?
What?
Why'd they get quiet?
Where'd you come from?
The music got quiet.
What do you mean it got quiet?
I don't know. It was loud in the beginning, and then it got quiet.
No.
Oh, hey, listeners. Welcome back for another episode of Smoking Butts and Tapping Ash podcast with your lovely, beautiful host,
Dave.
And I'm Scott.
And I'm Travis. And this is the podcast where we talk about cigars, barbecue, and all the shit in between.
Yep,
Yes.
sure do.
Lots of shit tonight.
Yep.
Well, this is our first time doing this, listeners.
Yep.
Just so everybody knows, Dave, tell them what we're doing.
We are on a 3-way video call because Scott's been sick for like a year. And
Yeah.
I've been sick for like a
Scott had
week.
the COVID.
Yep. Scott had the big C.
Yeah.
And
Both of them.
yep.
The season will not be my friend.
And then Thursday something hit me pretty bad and then had me down all weekend. But now I'm on the bounce back. So I'm not quite up to smoking snuff, so I'm just hanging out in the garage tonight.
Yes.
Talking to
Me
you
and Travis
fellas.
No.
Do what?
Actually, me and Travis are both smoking.
You guys
I'm
are
smoking.
smoking.
And who's the smoke brought to us by
It's
tonight?
brought to you by My Monthly Cigars and Fucking Good Coffee, where I get the Robusto box along with Travis every month, which is 4 cigars of different varieties. How about you, Scott? What do you get?
The El Presidente, which is double of everything.
Yep,
8
you
cigars.
get a double whammy.
Yes.
You get to smoke
So
one
we're
and
smoking
save
mine
one.
right now.
Plus,
Yeah.
I get to smoke Travis's because he wasn't here last time to pick up his box.
That's right. Yeah, that's storage
Well,
fees,
actually,
right?
this is the third one of these I've had. It's the Man O' War Authentico. It's a pretty good stick.
Heck yeah, I can't wait to smoke mine.
Sorry, Travis.
What are you smoking, Travis?
I am smoking. This is my monthlies, but it's a couple months back. It's the Romeo Giulietti. Romeo Giulietti. I had the card. I won't lie. I don't know what I did with it, though. But
That's okay. They can look it up probably on their
they can
website.
look it up. Yeah, from the website. This
What
was
is
probably, I
it?
think,
Let me see it.
see?
I don't think I've smoked that one out of there. Maybe I
No,
have.
this is, I think, when you were sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that was yours from when you were sick, Scott.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Travis
Yeah.
kept it.
Yeah, I did.
It's fine.
But
But yeah, with
right off the bat, it's very very strong. It's I think it's a full flavored cigar.
is
I
it?
think this is too. I'm going to look it up eventually, but it's definitely full.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Man O' War definitely is, if I remember reading correctly.
Yeah, it's got a little kick to it, a lot of pepper in it, which is right
Yeah.
off the bat. So I'm afraid it's going to ramp up towards the end.
Just kick your ass. Oh my God, Travis is
Yeah.
coming through the screen.
I'm hoping.
He's licking the glass. Weird. Oh man.
Oh my god. What? Okay, so anyway, let's finish my monthly.
Yes.
We kind of ended.
We did. We
did
got a
that in
little.
the beginning.
We got a
and
little
I feel like he ended
sidetracked.
up getting shit on.
Yeah, you know. But if you use our code SBTA at
SBTA.
checkout, you get free shipping on your first order. I know we got an email today. He's planning on a big month next month. Like this month and next month boxes are both going to ship together towards the
Yep.
1st of February to give everybody a double whammy.
Yep.
So that'd be a nice little unboxing that we can do.
Yes.
I can't wait for that. It'd be fun.
This thing's got a pretty smooth retro.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of afraid to do a retro with me still having a little bit of a cold. I don't think I'm going to attempt it right
Yeah.
Well, I think honestly, this is my 4th cigar today, so that's probably why the retro's smooth to me, because I've already had 3 other ones. But it's strong. It's very, very strong retro, but it's actually pretty smooth for as strong as I think the cigar is.
Yeah. That's cool.
Oh, good.
Mhm.
I can't wait to try both of those cigars. It's been a freaking week and 2 days since I've smoked a cigar.
Well, Scott, he only smokes once or twice a month.
Yeah, only when he's around us.
There you
Yeah,
go.
so you should be fine, Dave. That's a normal month for you.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Mhm. So, what besides being sick, what have you guys been up to?
That is about it.
Laying in bed sick. Like, seriously. That is pretty much all I did last week was lay in bed.
Scott's been on his deathbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went back to work Monday, so I'm feeling better. I would say I'm about 90%.
Nice. I'm right behind you. I'm about 85, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to work on some drawings that I've been behind on and stuff. Getting the garage organized. We got the kitchen torn apart. Trying to get ready to maybe do a slight remodel in there. Get rid of the bar area.
In your garage?
In the bar area. Here's the picture I started working on.
Oh,
that was very nice.
It's a drawing of the wrestler Sting. Somebody
It
has
looks like
commissioned
two little boys playing leapfrog.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's like 3 generations of Sting. I can't wait till it's done.
That's a nice... What?
You look good. You look better, I was going to say.
Well, thank you, Travis. I appreciate that.
You don't look like death.
Or what?
No, you just don't look like death.
Oh, well, I felt like death. Believe me.
Oh.
I was going to say that's a nice Fuente sign in the background. I like that.
Oh, yours, you mean? Yeah,
Yes.
it looks good. Very colorful.
Oh, it is a nice Wednesday time.
Yes, I like that.
So, you guys haven't been up much to nothing. Just been sick, I guess, huh?
Yeah, that's about it.
That's seriously all. I've been sick and deathbed and really didn't even feel like watching any TV. I just laid there and slept the whole time.
Yeah, I have been watching some TV.
Yeah.
Well,
Been watching a lot of TV.
we've been watching a little TV, but in the crappy weather. We've been hooked on, either you guys ever watch Suits?
No, it's on my list to start, though.
Stephanie watched the whole thing. She says I should start it. Says it's really good.
It is. It's pretty good. It's they're lawyers, obviously, but it's pretty good. It's got some good humor in it and everything.
I did watch Fool Me Once on Netflix, which was pretty good.
I watched that movie. That was good.
It's not a movie, it's a series.
Oh, well, okay, yes, you're right. It's a series.
Yeah.
But what is it like? It was like 6 or 7 episodes.
I think it may be 8, but it was pretty good. I liked it.
We watched it. Yeah, I know we watched it in like one day. I consider those movies because I'm like, well, it's 8 and you're done. It's just a long movie.
Well, it's not a movie, it's a series.
It's just an 8-hour movie.
Actually, it's a limited series is what it's called.
Okay, I'll give you that, but it's not a movie.
It's not a movie. Well, I'm with Dave. It's an 8-hour movie.
No, I was not being serious.
But that's what it is. It's an 8-hour movie. But that was good. I watched that Fool Me Once. That was good.
What is that about?
We're not going to tell you.
We're not going to tell you.
Okay.
We really can't because it will ruin it.
Well, it's
Okay.
this lady's wife gets murdered. This lady's husband gets murdered,
Yes.
and then just take it from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
She tries to solve it. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Real rich family.
Yes.
It's very good. You need to watch it.
All right,
Yeah, it is.
we'll check that out.
We can't give you any more details because we'll start giving stuff away.
That's what I'm saying. You just got to watch it.
That's
Yep.
fine.
You guys want to know what I've been up to? I haven't been sick like you guys.
Yes, because you're going to have to be the focal point of tonight because we've done absolutely nothing.
Yeah, we were going to go to the indoor cook-off, then you abandoned us.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I was too sick.
I was gonna say you were too sick. I knew you guys weren't gonna go.
Yeah.
But me and the wife Rebecca, we got away for the weekend and went to the big town of Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, we.
Did you buy me a cigar?
I did buy you a cigar.
Thank you.
I'll be nice. I will tell you.
For it.
Huh?
I told you I'd pay you back for it.
I know.
Okay.
But no, we went and we wanted to go back there and kind of explore a little bit. Now, we kind of picked a bad weekend to explore. It was colder than a witch's titty out there.
Yeah.
But a lot of the stuff we explored was inside anyway, so it was okay. You just had to run from the car inside. We went back to, Scott, you remember Jungle Gyms, the big grocery store?
Store.
Oh, and this is no exaggeration, we went in there, I think at like 9:15, 9:30 in the morning, and we came out and it was like 15-1.
Are you serious?
Serious. And we didn't see it all. We didn't walk through it all.
Holy
Did you buy
shit.
a bunch of stuff? I mean,
Oh, well, I bought like $170 worth of cigars. Because they got a huge, it's just ungodly. If any of the listeners never know, they're all over. Well, I think they have like,
in Ohio.
there's in Ohio, but I think there's other ones around. I looked them up once before, but they're Jungle Jim's super store or something, super grocery store. I mean, it's just crazy. And I'm not kidding. When I say we didn't, we saw most of it, but we didn't like walk up and down every aisle. We'd have been in there for another 2 hours if we had done that.
Seriously? No, see, I don't remember it being that big and taking that.
Well, I'm saying to start at once and go up and down every aisle and look at every shelf they have. You know what I mean? Like we would, because you go in and you got Asian, German, Great Britain. I mean, every, type of food, Spanish, Latin, all these aisles.
Stuff like any cheeses, meats, or anything?
I did buy some chorizo sausages. We got a few cheese. I mean, they got a whole section that's just cheese. I mean, it's just crazy. Thousands and thousands of types of cheeses.
And how far of a drive is it again?
About 4.5, 5 hours we'll be there. From here, from Heron.
Not too bad.
So it's more than a 1-day trip. I mean,
I'll say it'd be a long guy's trip, but you're going to want to go and at least stay the night, I would say.
Well, yeah, I would think so too.
But it's, I mean, and really I want to go back to the city when it's summertime again, because they've got a ton of beautiful parks, and I mean, they got a zoo there. I mean, a lot of nice things, but again, it was bad weather, and so we just did mainly the things inside.
Remember that bar we went to? Wasn't it on a lake or something?
Yeah, we wanted to go back there, but again, we went to look it up. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name.
I don't even remember the name of it.
I got a koozie, because remember there was only one koozie left in their display case, and we stole it.
Oh, there's the statute of limitations up on that?
Yeah, it's up now, because I collect koozies, and I asked the girl, I said, do you have any more koozies? She goes, no, that's just the one in the display case. We're out right now. So before me and Scott walked out the door, we just reached in the cabinet and took it and kept on walking.
Now, leave me out of that.
You were the block. I said, block them so they can't see me, and I took it, and we went out.
I was bigger back then. I could be.
You were bigger, so it was like I had a big wall in front of me, and they couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Like Refrigerator Perry.
So anyway, we went to the mall. So this is my bitch, and I want to tell you what happened our last night there.
Oh shit!
I looked around, and I said, okay, our last night, we wanted to get kind of dressed up, go for a nice dinner. So again, we were staying right downtown. There was a steakhouse right down the road from where we were staying. So we walked down there, went in, and it was really nice. I'll just leave the name of it out, because it's not a chain or anything. But anyway, we sit and order, blah, blah, blah. I ordered a stuffed salmon that was stuffed with crab meat and shrimp and brie cheese, baked brie inside of it, okay? And mashed potatoes, all the side. Well, they bring it out, and it's nice. Well, first of all, I got a little mad because the appetizer we ordered, it said crab cakes. And it said cakes, plural. Okay, now it was $20. It was a nicer restaurant. Well, they bring it out, and they're like, oh, here's your crab cake. And when the woman goes, she goes, here's your crab cakes, and set it down. It was one crab cake, one little bitty crab cake for $20. And I looked at Rebecca, and it was decorated nice, and I was like, well, okay. We kind of just giggled, and I said, did the menu say crab cakes? I was expecting 2 for an appetizer,
I'm surprised you didn't call them out on that.
No, I didn't. I just let that go. And this is where it started. I said, and because we still had a menu. I even looked it up again online because I was mad later. and it says crab cakes.
You're going to have to tell us the place off the record.
I will, but it said crab cakes. And so we let that go. Okay. So the waitress says in the beginning, well, I'll bring your drinks and I'll bring you some fresh baked bread, which in the end, the bread was awesome. They have bread and butter they bring you. It's amazing. Well, they brought us our salads and we waited and waited. And so finally the woman came back and gave me another water. And my wife goes, well, did you say something about bread? Because we were kind of waiting for our food. And she goes, oh, yeah, I'll bring you some. Well, then gone, didn't bring any. He brings our food out. And the girl brought our food out, said, can I get you anything else? We go, yeah, we were still waiting on some bread. Okay, well, oh, yeah. So she comes right back out with some hot bread. It was good. Well, as soon as they bring my dinner out, I'm like, oh, that looks really good. I had Brussels sprouts with it. And I will say I looked at my salmon, and it looked a little rawish, like light pink, you know. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Maybe
so
it was
what?
Maybe it was sushi.
No, it wasn't sushi.
Okay.
Well, I bite into it, and I kind of make this face, and Rebecca goes, what's wrong? I go, this is ice cold, like cold.
Ugh, gross.
I mean, and I had this big bite of shrimp, crab, brie, and salmon, and the salmon was like mushy, okay?
Oh.
In my mouth, and I was like, oh, so I went ahead and swallowed it, and I'm like, I can't even choke that down. I go, they need to eat it. Well, then the waitress is just gone. Everybody in the restaurant's just gone. So I'm like, well, okay, ain't nobody coming back, you know. So I'm hungry, so I eat my two other sides. I had Brussels sprouts and some mashed potatoes. Those were warm, hot. I ate those. So I think what happened was either they didn't, I don't think they cooked the salmon long enough, because I don't think it was done. I love salmon. But I think they maybe cooked it, and then because they cooked your Brussels sprouts, mine and her Brussels sprouts, you know, like I do on the Blackstone, they were burnt, you know, crispy ones. So I'm like, they must cook this and let it sit out for a long time, and then cooked everything else and put it on there and brought it out. So after we've ate everything else and Rebecca's done with her dinner, the waitress finally comes back, and there's one bite out of my salmon. And she looks at the plate, and we keep trying to get her attention, but she won't ever come. So she finally comes back just on her own. And she just walks up, and there's one bite out of my salmon, and everything else on the plate is gone. And then she's like, oh, did you want a box for that? And I'm like, now, why would everything on my plate be gone and one bite out of the salmon? It still looked like they brought it to me. And I said, well, no. I said, it was ice cold when they brought it out. And I said, could you maybe just take it back and have them nuke it or something? I'm like, I can't choke it down like that. So it had this little sauce over it. She takes it back and literally takes my plate back, and she brings it back, and the plate's warm. I can feel they just threw it in their little microwave. And, you know, and Rebecca goes, well, you knew that's what they were going to do. And I said, well, yeah, but they warmed the plate up, but the salmon didn't really get warmed up. Because we're talking like the brie inside of it was like still hard. And brie's a softer cheese. So it was cold enough that the brie was still hard. Well, she just brings it back and sits it down. Doesn't say, I'm sorry about that. Doesn't say nothing. She goes, yeah, I can take it back. And, you know, brings it back and just sits it down and says, there you go. And then turned around and walks away. Well, I go to eat it. I go, this is just disgusting. I go, I can't eat it. You know? Well, she comes back, and literally one other bite's gone out of it. And she comes back, and she's like, did you want a box? And I go, no. I go, it's still awful. You know, at this point, I'm getting mad, and I go, I'm not beating around the bush. I go, no, it's awful. And she goes, okay, I'll get the check. And just no apology, no nothing. And then comes back with the check and just lays it down. And you guys know how I am about, I'm a good tipper, but I don't tip. Just because I spend $200 in a restaurant don't mean I'm going to give you 22% of that if your service is shitty, you know? Well, she comes back and just literally lays it on the table and walks away. And I look, well, she left it on there. Now, to me, I'm like, she could have said, let me get my manager, or in a fancy restaurant like this, any place else I would have been, the chef itself would have came out.
Or they would offer to make you a fresh one. Yeah,
do you want us to make you a fresh one? Or even say, let me take that off. I'm going to have that manager take that off your bill because you didn't even eat it. It was a $45 piece of salmon. okay? And didn't offer nothing. And I'm like, and Rebecca's sitting there steaming, and she had the thing, and she goes, let me fill it out. Let me fill it out. The receipt. She wanted to fill out her tip. And I was like, no, because I knew, I go, the service itself was okay. I go, now she didn't care, was rude, but I don't know. It just really burned my ass that for $45 and at this nice high-end restaurant, they didn't try to make it right whatsoever. They were just like, here's your cold, uncooked salmon.
Now, did you look at reviews of this restaurant before you
Yeah.
went?
Yeah, it was 4.6 stars.
Okay.
Yeah, and it had 1,100 reviews. I mean, it was 4.6 stars. I mean, and like I said, it was nice. It was a steakhouse built into a huge hotel there.
Maybe they just had an off night and you happened to be the guy.
I was the guy who got it, I think so, yes. And I was just perturbed by that.
Have you ate there? Have you ate there before?
No, never even seen one before. I'll tell you guys what the name of it, because like I said, it had good reviews, and Rebecca loved her food. She got some kind of chicken, but you know what I mean? Am I wrong? Don't you think that the waitress, to me, in that restaurant, that she should have said, let me get my manager, let me see if I can do something, and then if the manager comes and says, well, no, I mean, it was obvious I didn't eat it. There was literally 2 bites out of this thing, and that was it.
Yeah. I agree. Something should have been done.
Something should have been done. So
she didn't a fresh one.
Yeah. In the end, she didn't get a very good tip. She got a lot better tip than my wife wanted to leave her, but she didn't get a very good tip for what, it was.
But that wasn't her fault.
Whose fault?
The waitress. She didn't cook it.
No, but what I'm saying is she could have went and said, let me get my manager. She didn't care at all. She never once even said, I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Not once. When I said, it's cold, can you have them warm them? She didn't say, oh, yeah, I'll take it back. I'm sorry about that. She goes, yeah, I can do that. Just took it and brought it back and then just sat the plate down in front of me and said, there you go, and walked away.
So you go to Florida, you don't order seafood down there, but you go to Ohio and order seafood.
Yep.
I order seafood every meal in Florida. I don't know what your guys are doing.
No, you didn't. What are you doing?
Me? Oh, I'm just walking around.
Oh,
I thought you were dancing.
I can dance.
Oh, Lord.
So that's the end of my rant. We went to Cincinnati. Other than that, we had a great time. We ate good food. We looked at some campers while we were there.
Did you buy you a trailer home?
No. And this is my other thing. Okay, if you are a salesman at a camper place and all of your 300 campers are outside and you go to work on a Saturday and if someone comes here, they're going to want to look at a camper and it's, 8 degrees outside, are you going to wear nothing but khakis and a polo?
Well,
hell no.
No.
No, but on the other hand, you probably didn't expect anyone to go there when it's 8 degrees.
Probably hoping nobody would show up.
The place was packed. The place was packed. Yeah. It was packed. And I was surprised too. And I told Rebecca, I said, well, the good thing is we'll probably have his full attention because he had people, they were paging, people coming in, getting them. This place is huge though. Huge. They're a big wholesaler.
3 times the size of Black Diamond, the local one, or bigger than that?
Oh, it's probably about 3 on their lot. They probably had 300 campers just in stock.
Damn.
They had a bunch, and then inside, they had a huge indoor. Like when you bought one, they would bring it in, and that's where you did your walkthrough before you left with it. And they had it inside and heated thing.
Yeah.
And I will say, first time I ever seen it, I was walking through that part. And there was a big bay door, and you could see, and I was I looked at first, and I thought it was one of those 4-door Porsche SUVs,
Yeah.
They look like that, and I thought it was that, and I looked, and I go, wow, that's a sharp-looking Porsche. I go, they must have revamped them for 2024. And I was coming up on it, and the salesman was with me, and I go, is that one of the Porsches? And he laughed. He goes, no. He goes, that's the owner's. He said, it's a Lamborghini. I didn't even know Lamborghini made a 4-door SUV.
Right after you told us that the other night, I was watching a show, and there was one in it.
Yeah, that's the first one.
An hour later.
Really?
Yeah, so I had to Google it. Them suckers start at 230,000, 240,000.
So that
It
guy
was-
sells a lot of campers.
Oh, he sells a, because I bet you just while we were there for the hour and a half, there was probably 10 of them that pulled out.
No shit.
Yeah, they were pulling them out. Yep. And they had probably 10 in that warehouse doing the walkthrough with people picking them up.
That's cool.
Golly.
Yeah, and that guy Salesman actually told me, he said now until May is their busiest time of the year.
See, I would think now in February it'd be dead.
That's what I thought.
That's what I
He
figured
said
too.
no. He said a lot of people. He goes, they're looking. He goes, trying to get the deal. He goes, really, we're a wholesaler. He said, we don't. He goes, I'm going to give you the same deal in January that I'm going to give you in July.
Huh.
He said it doesn't matter.
So out of all them campers, you found absolutely nothing you like.
I found one that we kind of liked, but it was too much money.
Oh,
All
well,
right.
that makes sense.
It was like 160 grand.
Okay, then.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
That's
why we didn't buy it.
Freaking house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well,
that's
Half
two,
the house.
two,
nowadays.
two of my houses.
Yeah. But anyway, that's enough of my trip. So what are we on to next?
Well, we obviously don't have a cook this week.
Yeah, we didn't cook this week. No rub down.
Nope.
Yep. We're going to have one next week. We're actually
Yeah.
firing up the grill Sunday and doing a cook. We don't know what yet, but we'll do something.
Yep. I did make some pretty good beef stew yesterday with I used some of the W sauce that we picked up from Louis. Turned out really good. I think Max ate like a gallon of it.
You know, I would have never thought to put that in like a beef stew, but I bet that's good.
I hadn't either, and I saw it as soon as I opened the fridge. I'm like, oh yeah, that's going in there.
So you just poured some of it in with the beef stew?
Yeah, I had
That's
like a
over?
third of a bottle and just mixed it in with the broth, and man, it was pretty tasty. It's kind of strong, but I like Worcestershire sauce, so it was wonderful.
I still have to try that because that was the one episode where I was sick.
Oh,
I still haven't tried the W sauce.
I will tell you the tri-tip was pretty damn good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the W sauce did much for it because I didn't really taste the W on the beef.
Well, and also you're a big anti-binder person.
Well, not if I can taste it, but I can't taste it.
You can't. So, and I still I used some of that rub on some pork chops that we had left, and the Luton Booty one, the garlic jalapeno,
the Jolly Roger.
Yeah, Jolly Roger, whatever it is. It was awesome. I did some pork chops and put some cream cheese over them and some bacon that I'd smoked. Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah, that stuff is probably my number one of this.
Yeah,
past
right
year.
now I want to try it on about 1,000 other things.
Heck
We should do that sometime.
Yep, just make
We
1,000
should all
things.
cook something different and use that on it or something.
Yeah, we should. We should do that like once a month. Go back to the roots and do a 3-way cook.
Yeah.
And change it up.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But huh?
It doesn't have to be anything fancy. We can do something.
No, yeah, we can do something.
Yep. We can just.
I think we need to revisit one of the episodes. Remember when we all did desserts?
Yep.
I think we should revisit that again, but you have to do a dessert with either like a rub or a sauce or something like that.
That's what we did, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying revisit it. Do it again.
He's saying revisit the dessert portion side of it, not a meat, a dessert.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, just all of us do a different dessert, but you can just have it open scale. You can use anything that we've done or anything you want.
I'm all
and
for
make
it.
a dessert out of it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I thought that was fun.
Heck yeah. I like it.
I told you guys I talked to Aaron today from Louis Barbecue, and he has got several new rubs in. Clark Crew. He got a couple other new the Luton Booties in there.
Yeah, we've done the everything Luton Booty. We've done the Clark Crew brisket rub.
I think he got one he texted me but I don't know if it's Luton Booty, but he says like Bootylicious or Bounty-licious or something.
I don't know.
And
the Clark Crew brisket is the one we did with me and you, Travis, and it was not very good. It was the one that was really, really orange.
What did you cook it on?
I don't remember.
we did what one? The Loot and Booty one?
No, we did the Loot and Booty one, like one of our first ones.
Uh-huh.
But the Clark Crew one is one I bought at Rural King. We did something. I don't remember what.
Oh, I do remember doing
Like
that.
pork chops or
Something like that.
Well,
thighs.
I
One
don't
of the
think
two.
I remember that.
You were not there. You were.
You missed a lot, Scott.
Well, the sea has a lot to do with that. The
Yeah,
cancer one.
you were going through some stuff, so I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it was on boneless thighs. if
I think you're
remember.
correct, actually.
Yeah.
I think you're correct.
And I still got most of that bottle, and I'm not going to use it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Was that?
I did not like it.
Yeah.
But there's another Clark Crew that he got in. I saw in the picture that I do want to try.
Yeah. There's a few of them, and he still is expecting a order from Meat Church. I know a lot of people have been saying they want him to carry those. So he has got Meat Church coming in, and he's ordered several others, but he kind of said with a lot of them, like the holidays, and some of them are just slow. And 'cause I know even before Christmas, he had ordered several, and they're still not in yet. So he's waiting for them to get there.
Yeah, we need to talk to him about getting the Bearded Butcher stuff. They have some that I really want to try.
Yeah, he'll pretty much set up with anybody. I think as long as, which I don't blame him. There's some of those companies that, like, I know one of them, which I won't name. I don't give, but like you've got to order like $3,000 worth of stuff from them just to get set up.
Phew, that's a big investment.
Yeah,
and there's one of them. There's one of them that he did do, and I don't know if it was exactly that number, but it was in the thousands just to get your first order set up.
Is it the one that's set up in the middle of the room?
No, it was
No?
not him.
Oh,
It was-
wow.
It was one of the other ones. I'll tell you guys later.
Okay.
Okay.
You know,
Well, how's your cigar? Let's recap that. How's your cigar doing?
it's burning exactly the same. I'm not getting any other notes off of it. For me, it's cigar, but it's also got like a very, I guess, like leathery taste.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting on my tongue.
About halfway through it, and it's not really ramped up like I thought.
Mm-mm.
I like it.
I've been retroing through this one the whole time, and the retro I seem has gotten a little smoother, even more so than whenever I first started.
Okay. Well, good.
I used to like these before I had kind of switched over to just Drew Estate. When I would go in the humidors, I knew that pretty much anything Romeo that I kind of liked some of theirs. I used to love they had a Havana Reserve, and I liked that one, but it was like a Connecticut.
I haven't really talked to you since Florida. Did you go to Harbor Cigars while you was there?
Yeah, we went down one day and went in and talked to him. I bought a few things.
Yeah. Does he have anything new, different? That you got?
Yeah.
Like the Big Bang, they don't make anymore, right?
No, they don't make it anymore. I can't find it anywhere.
Was there anything he had comparable to that?
No, and out in my world, and I think I've told you, the only thing that I've found that's kind of comparable to it is I think either, what was it you bought me? Is it Chi-Town?
Chi-Town. It was Chicago,
Windy
wasn't it?
City?
Windy City, yes. That one is the closest I've found to that kind of blend, I guess. It's almost like if you took a Windy City from them and a Plush and mixed those together. I think that's the blend they do for the Big Bang, from what I've smoked.
Gotcha.
I could be completely wrong, but that's just what my taste buds pick up.
It could be what they use in the Swisher grapes.
It could be.
Maybe.
Whatever it is,
Could
I
be
love it. I love it. Well, Dave, you got a story, or you want to go ahead and cue me up? I got a good would you rather for you guys tonight. That's me. Would you rather?
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Now, you have to give up one for the rest of your life. You're working, okay? But you have to you either have to use a handsaw or like a screwdriver or hammer? Do you give up a power drill or a power saw?
You gotta repeat that.
Okay, I repeat it, but I know where you're. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, like you're going to build a house, okay? Or
Okay.
let's just say build something, and you can either pick, I want to use a drill, or I want to use the saw, but you can't have both. So everything you have to cut, you got to cut old style with a hand saw.
Oh, okay.
Or every nail or screw you put in, you use a hammer or a screwdriver.
That's pretty tough.
That's very tough. I don't know. I think I'm going to give up probably the saw.
David or Scott, have you ever used either one of those?
Can I say fuck you on here?
Yes.
That's not nice. I was just asking.
You made me choose. Yes, I've used both of them. Even though
So-
my neighbor does most of my work for me,
Yes, he does.
I still own all those. Do you own a saw or a drill?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
I own both. So which one did you say you're giving up?
I'm going to give up. I'm probably going to give up the saw.
I think I'm probably going to give up the saw also. There's a lot of screws and nails.
That's the. Yep.
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
I thought about, and I'm with you guys. I would give up the saw.
Yeah, you don't have to bend over to cut.
I guess it would really just become a pain when you have to cut like plywood or something. Cutting like a sheet of plywood all the way across.
Yeah.
Like cutting trim and like a 2x4 isn't that big of a deal.
You could get a cutoff wheel for your drill.
No, Dave, we're not cheating.
Hey, Scott.
none of this.
Hey, Scott
No,
used the NASA lube for his butthole.
Yeah,
thing.
because you already say you're not pulling any of Scott's science lube out of the little. No, there's no cheating.
It's called whale sperm.
Well, you're cheated. You cheated.
Craig Gerald's even knew what I was talking about.
I know what you're talking about, but you cheated.
No, I didn't cheat. I just thought the process through.
Oh my God! No, you cheated. You said I'm going to think this process through and see how I can cheat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did think of a story. I'm not going to use the dollar thing. I need to come up with something else, just a generic intro here. But it was at the last job, and it was actually a coworker that didn't last very long. And I bet Travis knows him. I can't remember his name. But we'll talk about that later.
He was your coworker?
Yeah, for maybe a month, maybe.
Okay.
One of our mutual friends that lives close to you worked with him also somewhere.
Okay.
But anyway, he started there, and he's an older guy. You can tell that, he was not really the cleanest person. And like at that time, well, the whole time I was there, I was the only male that worked there. Like the rest were female people. So I had my own bathroom. And one day I went in there, and it reminded me of a clip that came later on the show that I watched, the Canadian show that I can't remember the name of right now. But anyway, the character on there says there's shit on the outside of the turlet. And I walked in there, and sure as hell, there was just a streak of shit, like on the seat and down the front of the toilet. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do?
That is disgusting.
Like, oh yeah, just stuff like that freaks me out anyway. I don't like that sort of thing. And I was like, okay, everybody has their... I probably pretty close. I don't really remember, but I don't do well with that sort of thing. Yeah. So it was on Letterkenny, by the way. And so I was like, everybody has their times, maybe he's not feeling well. Well, this kept happening. And like it was like
every day it happened?
Like every time he used the bathroom there. It was probably every other day or so. So and my boss lived there, like lived upstairs. So it was a concern, you know what I mean? And time went on, and he came in there one day, and he's like, I don't really like soap, but I just use hand sanitizer all the time. Like, I just can't do soap. I was like, I gotta tell somebody. So I did. Like, he went to lunch. I'm like, hey, y'all, this is what's going down. Like, because they probably all thought it might have been me, because this was in the early days that I worked there. And, like, the people from upstairs would come down, like, the guys to use the bathroom. It's like, you guys got to know this, because this is not coming from me. Like, the racing stripes on the toilets are not for me. So, like, it happened one day. I was like, you got to come in here and look at this. Like, I need somebody else to see this. So she came in there and looked. She's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what we're gonna do. So
who cleaned it up?
I don't know. Like, I didn't touch it.
Somebody else had to know what was going on because they were cleaning it up.
I know.
Exactly.
It must have been the dude upstairs. But the first time I kind of, got a bleach wipe and used my shoe and did whatever. But she ended up taping an out of order sign in the big stall. It was like a 2-stall bathroom and a urinal. And she would tape that up and so nobody else would go in there. So he was only allowed to use the one. So I would use the other one just for, proof that it was not coming from me. But he is a nasty, nasty person. And
so it continued happening whenever he used the other one?
He was using the same one. Like,
oh, he was using the same one.
Yeah.
It sounds like he has a bowel problem.
Something like that. I don't know. Coordination problem, more likely.
It's like you don't plan and he didn't make it to the bathroom in time, and as he was sitting down, he's shitting.
Yeah.
Pretty much is what it sounds like.
Yeah, maybe as he's going down, yeah.
I think, well, it wasn't like shit. It was like a smear. I think it was him sliding off the front of the toilet to stand up.
Oh.
Like,
wow.
Getting up with a poopy butthole. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, just burning out right there.
That's pretty gross.
Oh, this is a nice story.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, he ended up getting fired shortly after. or I think he might have left. We gave him so much crap. It's like, he ended up being confronted about that by the boss. Like,
I think he was the one giving you guys crap.
Yes. She was like, hey, you're going to have to be a lot cleaner around here. You're going to have to clean the stall. She made him go in there and clean it with bleach eventually. And, like, after that, he was gone. He wasn't having any of that.
Well, maybe he got embarrassed.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad.
Because then he's like, well, they know it's me.
Yeah, exactly. But, yeah, anyway, he went back to work in the food service industry.
Oh, that's great.
In your town.
Wow.
So, there we go.
No, you're going to have to tell us off record who this is.
Yes.
So
I can tell you where he worked. I don't remember his name.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Oh, well, that was a good one this week.
Yeah, that was something. Oh,
yeah,
gross.
that's something, all right.
Scott, do you have your question?
No, I'm still working on it.
Oh, well.
That's at the end of the show. Are we done?
It's 45 minutes, so we're getting close.
We're about to wrap it up. And plus, Dave's going to yell at me, but I'm at 20% battery.
No, I knew that would happen.
Oh.
It happened to me on the pulpit last night with my iPad. It went from like 80 to 20% in like 10 minutes.
Well, that's the thing. When I sat down, I had 45% battery. Yeah. Now I'm down to 19.
Yeah, the video stuff zaps it.
Yeah. But so ask your story or your question, Scott.
I don't have one. I'm trying to think of something.
Oh, really? Do you need to Google it or something?
So what else did you do?
On my phone.
What else did you do on your trip, Travis?
We went to the jungle. We really, honestly, didn't do a whole lot. We kind of just relaxed a lot. It was just me and her.
Yeah.
We walked around downtown a little bit. when we got on Saturday before the temperature really dropped, it was like 35 there. So, I mean, it was still chilly, but you could at least walk around and explore a little bit. But they have a ton of stuff to do, but like a lot of it's outside, you know.
Yeah.
And we want it nice. So I want to go back. We're going to probably take Cole back either to a Cincinnati Reds game, or he loves the Bengals. So we were thinking about taking him to one of those next year.
That's cool.
And so we're going to go let him see a football game.
I like their helmets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a sports guy, so how are you going to do that?
Well, we took him to a Cardinals game. I take him to games. I mean, I'm not a sports guy, but I can go sit through them for my kids.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay. Well, speaking of sports, let's just do that.
Okay.
Football or baseball?
Huh?
You cut out.
Football or baseball?
Football or baseball? You go first.
If I had to
Travis.
watch one,
Yeah. If you have a choice between going to a football game or baseball, which you going to choose?
well, I've never been to a professional football game. I've only been to like high school and college football games, I guess. So I guess with that, I would probably say a football game because I've never been to one.
Okay.
Yep. Same here.
I'm probably going to choose baseball, I think.
You gonna go to baseball?
It's warmer weather, and I'm a warm weather guy.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. Okay, yeah, that's true.
Unless it's an early football game like in the fall.
Can we pick?
Yeah, if I'm going early, like October,
Can we
Yeah.
pick basketball?
September even or something.
Well, I guess we can. We can make it a three-peat.
Okay, I'm going with
Since we're
basketball.
on a three-way call, we'll make it a
Oh.
three-peat.
Okay, we got
Oh,
three
yeah,
three
If
people.
we're throwing basketball in there, I want basketball.
Yeah,
Okay.
I actually
I would
enjoy
probably-
watching basketball.
Yeah, I would enjoy that. That actually, there's something going on all the time. I feel like baseball and football and all that. There's too many stops and goes and
Yeah, there's like 3 times more like pausing for
yeah.
calls and whatnot than there is
Yeah.
playing.
I don't want to watch any of them, but I'm with Dave. I would absolutely enjoy the basketball game more than any of them.
Now, I'm a professional NBA game because I don't watch NBA.
Well, I've never been to an NBA game either, but even I'd rather go to a high school or a college basketball game than a professional
I'd
football
rather
game.
go to anything college sports versus professional.
Yeah.
I've actually been to a professional NBA game, and it's pretty fun. The one we went to was in Indianapolis, and the Pacers were playing the Cavaliers, and it was like right when they announced that LeBron was going to the Lakers.
Oh.
Or
Pretty cool.
no, I take that back. It was against the Lakers in his first year there, and he just had like the whole team fired. Like had the benches cleared and like was bringing in all his people because they started chanting like "Fire this man" or something. It was pretty. It was pretty great. He was catching some heat, that's for sure.
Gotcha.
But we came out of the mall there. That's through the middle of town. Have you guys been there? It's like 4 city blocks. Like it's the
Where
old
at?
in Indianapolis.
Oh, yeah. It's been a long time, but I've been to it years ago.
It's cool. Like they've hollowed out all the old buildings and built a mall inside of them. It's pretty freaking sweet. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
It's very cool. But we came down exploring out of there, like across the road. Like the whole team was getting out of their cars and whatnot. It's pretty cool.
That was
Well,
good.
very nice.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
Very good. Very good.
All right. Well, real quick, what are you getting on your cigar now at the end, Scott?
It's starting to ramp up a little bit. I'm about to the final third, so it's definitely ramping up. It's definitely peppery.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like this stick, and I still have yours, just so you know.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm in the final third, too. I'm actually probably, what do you think, past that?
yeah.
I'm almost to the band.
You're finally at it.
It's been pretty much the same all throughout. It was a little stronger in the beginning. I think it's mellowed out throughout.
Okay.
But
Cool.
I'd smoke it again. It's good.
I still have one more left to smoke. Actually,
Well-
I have yours too. I have two.
Yeah.
to
So
smoke.
you have
Yeah.
2 more to smoke. I see.
There we go.
Well, do we have anything else this week for the wonderful listeners?
I don't think so. It's been a crappy
No.
week. being sick.
I would like listeners to put on the Facebook page what they want to see us cook, like meat-wise, dessert-wise, something like that.
Yes.
Kind of give us some ideas of what to cook.
And we posted a poll earlier to see what you guys really want us to do for you guys, because we want to know. We want to know what you want to hear, because that's what we want to do.
We're here to please you.
That's right. So ring in on that. You can have multiple answers. All good.
And Travis, I'm very proud of you. I have not seen you on your phone one time.
I've been on my phone the whole show.
Yeah, that's true. He can't
I'm
just
talking like looking something up.
because he couldn't.
Like
he had us on video.
Let me rephrase that. You haven't been on Google the whole time.
I have a. Well, I'm trying to conserve battery.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah,
Well, does the shed not have power to where you could plug it in?
It does, but my charger's inside. I didn't think to bring it with me.
Oh, okay.
do you have an iPad or anything like that, Travis?
No, those cost money.
Oh, yeah, that's right. How about a laptop?
Yeah, we do have a laptop.
That would probably be good because you've cut
Well,
out.
next time I'll bring the headphone. Hopefully, we don't have to do this a lot. But if we have to do it again, next time I'll bring the headphones out and do like
Yeah,
you said.
hopefully I'm not sick for a while and we don't have to do this shit.
Yeah.
Right?
After we all get through this, we'll be back together, hugging and kissing, and
Yep.
we got a big cook coming this weekend.
Yep.
Yep.
Unless Scott
We need
has his
an
ass
idea
all fought.
of what you want to see us cook.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll get that on there. The episode will come out tomorrow morning. Actually,
Yep.
We're getting this at the last hours here.
Yep. So I get to get off here and do work.
Don't even. There's nothing wrong. Just hit upload.
5 minutes to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
it takes 5 minutes to run it through the program. Then I gotta
Don't
think
run it
of a
through the program.
description. There's no.
Just put it up there. Just
No.
pull it up there.
No. If we're gonna do it, it's gonna be quality.
Okay.
It,
All right.
it will be quality if Dave does it. I will say that.
Yes.
All right, listeners. Until next week.
Bye
We
bye.
love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You say that again, Scott.
Oh, sorry. Well, I've been wanting to say it. And fuck COVID, too.
That's right.
Oh,
Fuck all the C words.
look at it. I'm still at 16%.
Oh, well, we got plenty of time.
Oh yeah, we'll just keep going until
I
Travis's
can't
phone
wait to
dies.
see you guys Sunday.
Yeah, it's gonna
We'll
be
be
good. It's gonna be good.
Yes. I'm ready to
Okay.
get back.
Okay, now you can say it, Scott.
Fuck cancer.
And
Fuck
COVID.
cancer.
COVID, too.
Bye bye.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.